Nora, stop! Don't do this, I beg you! My classmates shouted. They begged for mercy, cried, hysterical. Huh, and where are their masks? Where's the coolness they shone with yesterday? I am Nora, and I am the embodiment of revenge. Nothing pleases the soul so much as vengeance. They say revenge is a dish best served cold. I disagree. It could be divided into a light aperitif, then served as a main, and then for dessert too. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Ask why my classmates are sitting, bound together, 4 in the snow. One end of the rope is tied to them, the other to the car, and I step on the gas. But for now, the car ain't moving. Until... I don't have friends. I was called sullen at school because I almost never smile at people. And why would I, if all around is hypocrisy and bile? Kevin, Diana, Tyler, and Sophie, a bunch of super friends in whose company they don't accept anyone else, considering their friendship to be the most authentic, the most faithful. This is an elite group from obscenely wealthy families. I too was born in diamonds, but I chose a different path. I don't care for dirt and slippery relationships, and there's too much in common between these 4 morons. On that day, they dared to encroach on my personal space. I've already got used to their narrow minds, their inability to use synonyms for their intended purpose in my address. All they did was call me awful names, push me in the corridors of the school, or break into my locker. But then, they crossed the line. The only living creature in my life that I loved was my white rat, Zubek. I myself stole her from my uncle's laboratory, saving her from experiments. No one dared to touch her. I carried her with me, including at school. And that day, I'd found her with a terrible allergic reaction in my locker. One of those 4 gave her a citrus peel. She went into anaphylactic shock. Luckily, the veterinarian wasn't far away. I managed to run there and leave Zubik with her. I wasn't allowed into the office, but I realized this was the end. The doctor knew me well, and that I loved Zubik. After a couple of minutes, there was silence in the office. I didn't wait for the unfortunate news. I just decided to kill that nasty foursome. Tyler first. I stole the phone of Miss Mells, our math teacher, and texted him to go to the school parking lot to pass on something. I sent Diana a message about a cosmetic sale on behalf of her favorite brand. Sophie came with her after school, and Kevin? Kevin was the dumbest. So I just walked up to him and told him to come to the parking lot after school, and he didn't even ask why. When everyone was assembled, they laughed at the sight of me. What? You don't want to send messages? What for? What, ugly? You decided to tell us something important? They said through their laughter. Then I took out a pepper spray and blinded them properly. They called for security, but it was pointless. The guard was sleeping from my pills, and the cameras, as if by accident, were out of order. Every single one. While they were rubbing their eyes and screaming, I took out a gun and yelled for them to get into Diana's car with their hands and mouths tied. Then I took them to a deserted place. Night was falling. I made them get out of the car. My heart froze at the thought of Zubek. I tied one end of the rope to the car and wrapped my classmates with the other. Then I removed the tape from their mouths. That was the first time I saw real fear in their eyes. You 4 against 1 small rodent! Your lives aren't worth this! I screamed. Wait, what are you talking about? My Zubek. Which one of you gave him citrus? You're sick. You're friends with a rat? Out of anger, I pressed on the gas, but while the car was in the parking lot, the loud roar of the engine made them beg for mercy. I'll free the one who tells the truth. Stop! I'll tell you everything. Just ask. Set me free, please. You? What about me? We're friends, aren't we? And what are we? Sophie's my cousin. Cousin? So that's why you talked me out of hitting on her? You told me she thinks I'm a freak. Freak? You know I like you. I couldn't say we were related, otherwise it would have been laughed at in class. Reputation, dude. What reputation? I like the girl. Couldn't you tell me the truth? That fact wouldn't help you anyway. You're too macho, full of yourself. Sophia, you didn't tell me you guys were related. These 4, considered legendary, morons calling themselves super friends. Boom. Now they're broken. Want to crush the enemy? Create a dangerous situation for them. Then their insides will all fall out. Everyone will pull the lifebuoy towards themselves. I threw my toy gun into the snow. Those four didn't even notice. They continued to sort out their rotten relationships, leaving them there with the car running. I left. In the morning, I had a powerful alibi from the vet that I'd spent the whole night in the clinic and never left there. This foursome tried to complain about me to their parents, but that didn't work. I have no motive, I said, and pulled a white rat out of my bag. My classmates froze. Didn't we kill her? I don't understand what you mean. The car was yours, your friends are yours, and what does Zubik have to do with it? Embittered, Kevin, Sophia, and Tyler changed their version of events and blamed Diana for everything, and I left school full of satisfaction. Have you ever met people with schizophrenia? But what if you have a close relative? Well, like my twin. Like my sister, Anna. My name is Jenna, and every year I went to visit her in an abandoned corner of the city. This is a multi-story dispensary which was called a ghost town because allegedly, whoever went there stayed there forever. But that only applies to the patients. Did you take the pills with you? Yeah, thanks, Mom. The lasagna was amazing. Only you and our family eat lasagna with jam. I love it. Okay, I'll drop by Anna's and go straight home. Mom passed the lasagna with the jam for Anna. She loved it as much as I do. All the way there, I listened to the song, Jenna, Jenna, you and I are one. Jenna, Jenna, we're together against the world. Anna wrote it. Memories immediately arose in my head when she was just starting to get sick. At first, it was little things, like absent-mindedness. Anna went to the mirror and wrote my name there. Then she used to take my underwear, and I usually found it in a pan in the kitchen. Then she wanted to flood the house. I often lay on her knees with my head as she sang me that song, tightly clutching a jar of clonazepam, Anna's seizure medication, in my hands. After that, she became like a vegetable and slept. I was the only one who wasn't afraid of being diagnosed with schizophrenia. At the hospital, all the staff knew me there. I waved my hand to them and confidently walked to room number 43. Anna, hello. I see you messed up your room again. I have a sweet for you. Would you like it? I showed her the lasagna and Anna faintly smiled. I already knew. I found in her hand the pills she had not taken and hid them in my pocket. Then I put on her the same yellow dress with flowers instead of a hospital gown. We loved dressing up the same way. Anna ate the lasagna and looked at me, then held out the last piece of lasagna with jam. I couldn't resist. I ate it, and Anna began to sing my favorite song. Jenna, Jenna, you and I are one. I suddenly felt so sleepy. I lay down on her lap and must have fell asleep. I woke up from the fact that the nurse shook me, calling me Anna. Why was she calling me Anna? The nurse held my hand and led me down the hallway. I was so dizzy and nauseous. I denied that I was Anna, but they didn't believe me. I looked in my pockets for the pills and couldn't find them. Strange, I put them there, in my right pocket. Where were they? Then the nurse showed them to me. It's empty. You drank everything. It's amazing that you woke up 2 days later. We were thinking of resuscitating you. In what sense? I didn't take any medicine. None, especially hers. And what does 2 days mean? They didn't answer my questions and took me to see a doctor. I wanted to get up, but 2 orderlies came up behind me, pulled me out of the office by force, put me in a ward, and threw dinner on a tray on the floor. I knocked and beat the door, but all in vain. But if I was here, does that mean that Anna's home? Surely Mother will bring her back, which means that she'll prove that we were mixed up. So I decided to wait. I don't know how much time passed, but then another nurse came in and asked what I was waiting for. Jenna, is that you? Yes, it's me. Please get me out of here. Anna must have taken my pass and walked out. Of course, dear. I understand everything. Just answer one question, please. How can I believe that you are Jenna now and not Anna? What is there to check? I'm not sick. Then I saw my mother out of the corner of my eye in the hallway. I pushed the nurse away and ran out of the board with cottony legs and ran to the waiting room. Mom, it's me. It's me, Jenna. Mom! I saw my mother come around the corner. Mom! I yelled, and my mom stopped. I ran up to her and hugged her tightly. Mom, don't you recognize me? It's me, Jenna. Don't you? Mom looked strange, and I suddenly felt dizzy at that moment. I wanted to sleep so much. Only later did I realize that my mother had given me some kind of injection in my hand and said, "Sorry, daughter. I'm so sorry. I'll make more lasagna with jam, just the way you like it." Half conscious, I held her hand and begged her to take me with her. Then her image became fuzzy. Then Anna was standing in front of me, smiling. Strange images came to my head. "Don't you understand? I didn't run away. I've been here with you all this time." "Mom, what is she talking about?" The doctor ran up and examined my pupils. When I came to, I was lying on the bed in Anna's room. It was so strange. On her wall hung drawings that I drew at home, a birthday card for my mother that I made, and the nurse was sitting next to me again. She asked again who I was, then came over, and my hands were cuffed to the bed. "I'm sorry, Jenna, I have to tie you down. When Anna comes, you become aggressive. I don't understand what you mean." The horror made me feel sick again, and the nurse said just terrible things. That in fact, I never had a twin sister, and I'm both Anna and Jenna. "You're the same in different images. You still love lasagna with jam. You sing the song, Jenna, Jenna." "No, shut up! I am healthy. I came here on my own." "Yes, by taxi, you said. And that along the way you listened to the song, and that you have lasagna in the container, and that you put Anna in the same dress as you. Yellow, with flowers." My hands and lips were trembling. Am I really her? Really? Am I Anna? "Jenna, Jenna, you and I are one. Jenna, Jenna, we're together against the world."